Hi, and welcome to another session on our virtual open event. Today, we're joined by Rebecca, who's going to talk to you about our distance learning courses and our hobby courses. So let's bring her out for you to see. There we go.
Hi, Adam.
Hi. I'm going to hand over to Rebecca now, who's going to give you a presentation all about that area. If you do have any questions while we're going through, feel free to pop them into the comments, and we will be answering them all towards the end of this live session. But without further ado, I'll hand over to Rebecca.
Hi, so my name's Rebecca and I manage the community learning and distance learning programs at Leicester College. So I just prepared a presentation trying to explain what distance learning and community learning at Leicester College is all about. So can I just have the next slide, please, Adam? So distance learning is exactly what it says on the tin, really. It's learning from home. It's a great chance to gain a level 2 qualification. They are funded, so they shouldn't cost you anything. And we have a huge variety of subjects available. They are short courses, which is nice. So you're looking at 6 to 15 weeks to get your qualification. You have lots of tutor support available. The joy of distance learning is you are not tied to a timetable. So you don't have to be everywhere on a Tuesday at 4 o'clock. So there's no running around or panicking. You can study at a time and at a place that suits you. We will obviously set you deadlines, but when you choose to do that work is up to you. You can fit it around your work, your family, and all your other commitments. Next slide, please. So I said we had a variety of subjects available. So the main ones are business, childcare, and health and social care. So I just have a few slides here now, just listing some of the courses available to you. So this is our business selection. And the one at the bottom, digital skills, is brand spanking new. We only added it last week. And it's a qualification that will help you gain the digital skills to get you into employability and into employment, So how to use Word, how to use Excel, a lot of skills that are really essential now of how the world has changed due to everything that's been happening with COVID and everything going online. So it's a great qualification you can do from home, add to your CV and help you get back in the employment market, the job market. Have the next slide, please. So this is health and social care. I mean, we have a huge choice in health and social care. So this is just a few of those that are available to you. Again, we're always adding to our qualifications. So a brand new one added just last week is caring for the elderly. So that's a level 2 qualification you can gain in about 6 weeks. So here you can see there's just a huge choice from health and nutrition, autism, medication, all sorts really. And the childcare section's on the next slide. And here we look at mental health, childhood illnesses, introducing caring for children and young people is a really good course if you have children and young people in your household, or just if you're interested in getting into childcare, but you're not quite sure. If you're after that career change, this is a short course, 9 weeks long, a level 2 qualification, and it will give you a bit of foundation knowledge into that job sector, and then you might prepare you then to go on to a level 3 at the college in the mainstream. We also have counselling, and the bottom 2 courses, they're also new. So we are always adding to the offer. Can I have the next slide, please, Adam? So how do you access your learning materials? Because as I said, you won't be coming into college. There's no tutorials or classes to attend. So we have 3 ways you can access your learning materials. We have the traditional paper version. So you receive a textbook and an assessment book, and you fill in your answers using the textbook. You have to put everything into your own words. The textbook is there just to help your learning, your knowledge, your understanding. But we need to see it in your own words so we know what your understanding of the question is and what you've learned. And we then have fully online and flip books. So I'll explain a bit more now in the next 2 slides of what these are. So the next slide. So the flip book here, it's all online, but you can download a digital copy of the workbook. So your learning materials are there in PDF form for you to keep forever, but you answer all your questions online still, and you submit them via our learning platform. And when you first enroll, you'll receive a welcome email with the link. Your username is your email address, and you set your own password. So it's really super easy to use. So you have a PDF with the knowledge, and then your questions to answer online, and all your feedback is submitted back to you using that same platform. And then the fully online version, which is on the next slide, where all your content is online and it's interactive. You have a virtual tutor guiding you through how to use the platform as well. So you can see on the slide, there's 2 videos there that you would play, and they would talk you through how to use it. So you would watch videos, read articles, do little exercises on the online platform, and then your questions would also come up on that platform. So there'd be a bit of learning to do, and then it will say, right, it's assessment time, and you'd fill in your answers. It also saves, which is brilliant, so you won't lose anything. And it works on all platforms, so your phone, your iPad, any tablet, laptop, computer. It's very easily accessible. Next slide, please. Okay, so you really need to know what support is available to you, because you're not having a face-to-face tutorial with your teacher at any point. You don't come into college, but we do have a dedicated student support team who you can call and email if you have any questions or need help with your deadlines. You will have a designated tutor. So as soon as we receive the first piece of work from you, your tutor will contact you with your feedback and their contact details. But if you're stuck on question 4, for example, before you've submitted anything, you can call the student support team and we'll be able to help you. You receive all your support via email, telephone, text, and the feedback you have is very clear and constructive on your work, and you get it after every submission you put into us. So you get feedback on everything that you're doing. Resubmissions are not uncommon, so don't panic if you start and then you have 10 questions you have to go and revisit again. The feedback will be really clear about what you need to add to, and you'll be given an additional sheet, or if you're doing the online version, new tabs will open up, new boxes to put your new answer in. So it's very straightforward and nothing to panic about. With the deadlines, when you enrol, we do give you deadlines to work towards, but we do understand that people have busy lives, work-life balance commitments, the children, if you're poorly, go on holiday. So as long as you contact us, we can support you with those deadlines as well. Next slide, please. So it sounds great. How do I get started? So it really is very simple. You can visit the Leicester College website and you can either search distance learning, or you can click in a subject, perhaps health and social care or childcare, and you'll see a huge list come up. You find the course that you're interested in. There'll be additional information there you can look at to see what topics are covered within that course, checking it's right for you. Click apply now. That will then come through to the distance learning team, who will get in touch with you to give you any initial advice and guidance, answer any questions you might have, and then support you to get enrolled onto your course. So you really could start learning as quickly as tomorrow, really. Next slide. So that's everything I wanted just to tell you about distance learning, but I'm happy to answer any questions after this part. So the other area I look after is community learning. So this is what we call our hobby courses, if you like. They don't tend, well, they're not qualifications. It's more something that you've perhaps been interested in, you want to learn more about. And we have a huge, well, not huge, but quite an in-depth range of courses that you can have a look at. In the next slide, I'll talk about what courses we have, the subjects. So we have flower arranging. So here we cover things from buttonholes to big table arrangements or big bouquets. And you get to take those home with you as well, so that's always good. Upholstery, here we will teach you how to reupholster a chair. If you have a very old chair and you want to put new fabric on it, or if the springs have gone, we can teach you how to do this. We also do soft furnishings with our upholstery, so how to make curtains and cushions. Garment making, so how to make clothes, so pattern cutting, how to do proper measurements. We have all the equipment, all the correct sewing machines that you need. So garment making, I've seen people, start off making very simple things such as a waistcoat, and one lady made a wedding dress a few years ago for her daughter. Embroidery, so you can learn lots of different sewing techniques and stitches. We then have baking and sugarcraft, which is hugely popular, mainly because of the Great British Bake Off. We can learn how to make different cakes, how to check your temperatures right in your oven as well, because it's quite surprising how off that tends to be. So there's lots of really important techniques that can help you get that cake just right. And the sugar craft, we do lots of roses, and we use wires as well. And then we also have a beauty offer and a health and wellbeing offer, where we do some exercise and just talk about how to look after our mental wellbeing and our physical wellbeing as well. And these courses are offered on campus, so you would come in to these courses. Can I have the next slide, please? We're really proud and excited this year to offer 2 online options as well, because we realise that not everybody is ready to come out of the house yet and into the classroom, but they still want to engage with education or learn new things or engage with their community, but from the safety of their own home. So we're putting on 2 new courses after half term, actually, so in 2 weeks' time. We have mindfulness for wellbeing and makeup and skincare for beginners. So we've had quite a few applications for those, and we're really excited about getting those started. They're delivered live online, so it's not just online content. You will have a tutor who will talk to you have discussions with you and teach you different techniques and show you and demonstrate you different techniques. And we'll be using Teams for that, Microsoft Office Teams. And when you enroll, we'll give you all the joining information and explain how that will work. Next slide, please. Okay, so community learning links into the lifelong learning. Like I said, they're hobby courses, they're things you might have an interest in, and they're not qualifications. Though you might decide that, I'm really into beauty or I'm really into garment making, and you might progress onto one of our formal qualifications in the main college. We have day and evening classes at a selection of venues across the city. We also are able to do bespoke courses for your community. So if you run your own community group and you'd really like someone to come in and do some flower arranging teaching for you, or last week a local community centre wanted some health and safety training, so we went in and arranged that for them. So we can do bespoke courses to meet your needs. In general, the courses are about 9 weeks long, and funding is available for the courses too. Next slide, please. So who are your tutors? So we have very experienced and highly qualified tutors, and the majority still work in their respective sectors as well. And they are very keen and passionate to pass on and share their expertise and passion for their subjects. We have a great bunch of tutors with a wealth of knowledge between them. Can I have the next slide, please? So how do you get started? So the best place to go is visit the college website, and you can click community courses, or put a subject in, sort of flower arranging, beauty, mindfulness, and the course list will come up, and you simply click apply now, and the application will come through to the community learning team, and then we'll be in touch how we can proceed with your enrolments. If you just want to speak to the team and find out a bit more about what the courses involve, you can call the college and ask to be put through to the community learning team.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Rebecca. That was really, really good. I feel like even I've learned quite a lot. It's very, some of those courses are very tempting, especially the baking one. I can see why a lot of people would want to do that after watching the Great British Bake Off. Yeah,
some of the stuff they do in the sugar craft is amazing. I went to go and look at a class the other day, and they'd made these beautiful roses that were putting onto cupcakes, and it was hard to believe that it was icing, really.
That's literally amazing. All right, so now Rebecca's given her presentation about community learning and distance learning. What we're going to do now is just go through a couple of questions. While we're going through these questions, if you do have any, feel free to pop them in the comments and we will get to them, and Rebecca can answer them. And yeah, so the first question I think a lot of people will probably be asking is, do I have to pay for these courses?
Okay, so funding is available. So for distance learning, if you're over the age of 19, lived in the EU for the past 3 years and currently live in England, they are funded. If you're between 19 to 24, you do already need a full level 2 qualification to be eligible for funding. But if you're 24 and over, they are funded. But if you have any doubt, you can just contact the team and we can explain everything for you. But over 24, nothing to worry about. 19 to 24, you just need to have that full level 2 first. Community learning is funded if you are on receipt of any specific benefit. But again, you can contact the team just to clarify if you are eligible for that funding.
Does that fall under the free adult courses as well?
For distance learning?
Yes.
Yeah, those ones are funded as long as they meet the criteria. So over 24, it's free, doesn't matter what qualification you already have. 19 to 24, you have to have a full level 2 already, but we can talk people through that if they contact us. Most people are eligible for the funding.
Perfect. So it's a really good opportunity to get some skills for without actually having to pay for them.
A qualification and without having to leave your house as well.
Yeah, brilliant. So the next question we've got is, will I get a certificate? So I know you've sort of touched on this already, but go for it.
Yes, you will get a certificate. So with distance learning, we've just moved on to e-certificates because they're much quicker and you never lose them. And you can print them out if you want to. For community learning, you get a college certificate because really it's a certificate to say that you attended and it breaks down what you learned, but it isn't a qualification because it's kind of a hobby course, really.
Okay, brilliant. The next question we've got is, can I do more than one course?
Yes, you can. Yes, so for distance learning, once you've completed the first course, you can roll on to the next one. You can do up to 4 within one academic year. With community learning, yeah, we have a few ladies that come in and they do upholstery and they do garment making and they do exercise. So yes, you can do more than one course.
Brilliant. I suppose that really does, if you're looking for a new hobby, that really does like something you can do with your friends, I guess, as well.
Yeah, and yeah, when you go into the classes, it does have a real community feel about it. It's a social element, so they're learning a skill, but they're out there making friends and socialising as well. So there's lots of benefits to community learning.
Brilliant. The next question we've got is, do I need a computer for the courses?
But we have paper versions of the distance learning courses, so not necessarily. We can send you out a paper version if you like. And for community learning, apart from the 2 online courses, yeah, you do definitely need a computer to do those ones. You're coming into the classroom, so no, you don't need a computer for the community learning courses that are delivered in the classroom.
Brilliant. Another question we've got is, can I get an extension? Can I get extensions? So I'm guessing that's for deadlines.
Yes, right. So must be for distance learning deadlines. Yes, you can. You do need to contact us and let us know that you need one and why you need one. And we can only give you an extension up to a certain point. I said the courses were 6 to 15 weeks long, so we can't really keep you on programme for a year. But we do understand that, stuff happens. And as long as you keep in touch with us, we will support you to complete the course.
Brilliant. Thank you for that, Rebecca. That is all the questions that we have for at the moment for these courses. If you do have any, like I've said, if you do have any more questions, feel free to pop them in the comments. Even if we're not live, we will still answer them. And if you are interested in any of the courses, you can apply for them now. If you head over to our website, the link will be in the comments, and Rebecca and her team will contact you to sort of help you with your application. Thank you for joining us tonight. We've got the quiz next on our Instagram account. So we'll be going through any questions that you've asked us through our Instagram stories and going through the quiz. So you've got that to look forward to. And that is all from us here. So thank you, Rebecca, so much for joining us
Thank you.
and giving us that presentation. And I hope you all have a lovely evening.